We have an incredible partnership with our publisher Square Enix. Square Enix, as you guys know, are big in characters and storytelling, so those are a lot of influences that we've very happily embraced. So we'll be doing a lot more of that in Supreme Commander 2. However, it is early, so we're giving you a little bit of a taste here today, a little bit of a walkthrough. We're going to show you the game. We want to flip right to the opening map and show you what we're doing. It's pretty much taking RTS to that next level. We're not happy to sit still and just kind of increment the experience. We want to take it somewhere brand new. We've got a brand new rendering engine. We've got global illumination. We've got a brand new pathfinding system. We've got neural nets. We've got all new design factions. Incredible new units like the experimentals that you might remember from Supreme Commander, or we had like 3 per faction. We now have over 25 experimental units, both mini and major, in Supreme Commander 2. So we're taking a part of the game that people really love, and we're blowing that right out and delivering some crazy over-the-top experiences. And we're also going to a system that I'm going to give you a little tease of here, which is a tech tree that allows you to upgrade units, provide unit boosts, and unlocks for units, which is a very different organization of the way our units are presented. Now going in here, you can see we're pulled out. Strategic zoom is alive and well. We're able to zoom right in here smoothly, real time. We've got a battle taking place. The UEF had transports came in and dropped these rocket tanks off on this platform, and unfortunately they're going to get their butts kicked. So we are going to show you one of our major experimental units in just a moment, where we can actually go into this factory. We can actually build units and then fire them with a cannon across the map, and we call it the NOAA unit cannon, which is this unit right here. And you'll notice it has these magazines, and it can fire one out and clear across the map. And they've got these canisters, and they peel. They've got rocket thrusters on them, and they peel away, and the units land and can now take over this platform. We were getting mauled pretty heavily from some Cybran gunships, so now we can take those out with some anti-aircraft units. We also are going to show you a new major experimental, which is Cybranzilla, which is the giant Cybran, part dinosaur, part robot, hybrid that Dr. Brackman, the crazy leader of the Cybran faction, who is a head in a jar after all, has introduced. It's one of his little toys he's playing with, and now you have command of these, and it's outrageous and a lot of fun. And we're excited to just do a lot more with the experimentals, like the Cybranzilla unit cannon, what we call the Universal Colossus, the bot with the giant eye, shoot a little beam of death and eradicate everything in sight. You know, I mean, what's better than that? It's fun at parties, bar mitzvahs, weddings. I even highly recommend them for funerals.
You have to buy them.
With our new economy model, it's a real improvement. If you played Supreme Commander and found yourself getting stuck in that awkward situation where you need more resources, but you can't because you don't have the resources, and you kind of get snookered. So the new model is you have the resources, you buy the unit, you produce the unit, everything goes good. It makes the early game a lot smoother, and people, I think, will have a lot more fun and not have to worry about that.
Can you describe the overarching plot arc of the game, kind of how it's evolved from the original, and if it continues directly?
What I can tell you is that we have approximately 25 years have passed. The Seraphim were destroyed, peace returned, the United, the Forged Alliance was the originally Earth groups that banded together to fight the Seraphim. The Seraphim were destroyed, they come together, they're living in peace, they're mixing amongst each other, and everything seems fine. There's an assassination, and war breaks out. And what these 3 friends that are all training together in an academy, all working together, that actually factionally, that belong, their roots are in these different factions, all find themselves as friends on different sides of the conflict. So it's an interesting development. We're trying to reflect more of that Saving Private Ryan versus the History Channel view of war by saying, you know, sometimes a lot of times in war, it feels like this big thing, but it often is about people and just happen to be in awkward places and having to deal with the circumstances they're thrust into and how they deal with it. And that's the arc of the single-player campaign, how these 3 characters find themselves dealing and confronting with very tough decisions, not because of the war, but because of the friendships, because of the relationship, the personal dynamic which has a much larger impact on their decision making. Through all of the things we talked about today, getting out to more people that can enjoy the game, telling a better story, and those are all things that our publishing partner is 100% behind, and that's a real breath of fresh air.
There are hidden cameras in here, aren't there?
No, they're not hidden, actually. They're all over the room. Is that a trick question? Those are hidden cameras? Shit!
It says,
is this being recorded?
They're watching.
it says Xbox Live there, so obviously
Yes.
not PC only.
That's right.
What sort of modifications are you going to have to make to get it to work really well on the 360? And is it PS3 as well, or just the Xbox?
Right now, we just announced the addition of the 360 SKU. You know, we interface. It almost all comes down to interface. But I will tell you that the original Supreme Commander Forged Alliance designs was not conducive to a console platform. We've been thinking about that right from day one. So a lot of what you saw here is already. We've already come up with a better set of. A better design that works across more than one platform, and it's a better game. So people are worried, oh, you're going to nerf it. No, it's better design. It's a more thoughtful design. When you do things from the beginning with multiple platforms in mind, you can do a much better job. 360 is going to come down largely to the controls. The controls have to be smooth. The strategic zoom, as we still believe, is a key factor in making a console RTS play really well. We are not just about being an RTS game, though. We're about being a strategic RTS game, like in the true sense of what you would think an RTS would be, which is where you create strategies and you enact them.
On that note, if you're doing it for 360, it means it has to be able to run in standard definition. Do you have any concerns about zooming out the standard def TV?
It's funny. We are totally aware that not everyone has high def, and the game will play really well and look great on standard def. And the zoom is actually the thing that makes standard def work. It's still going to be a crazy over the top. Some of the maps and some of the scenarios are outrageous. And maybe another question is, did we go too far on Supreme Commander 1? And I think probably, yeah. But that's kind of what I do. I like to take it as far as I possibly can until someone slaps me or beats me or throws me in a van and drives me out to the edge of town, and
Bad memories?
Half of that was really fun.
Gar from New Zealand asks, can I groom you?
Yes, you may groom me, but only if you groom all of me, baby. I don't like half a grooming. You know what I'm saying?
He's okay with that.
Alright? Groom 11, 12. Groom me, baby.